This is an unboxing I'm excited for because this is all personal. This is all it's rodeo season, and so we're summer into fall, and I don't really have any cowboy boots. I've got my drifters, which were kind of like my version of a cowboy boot, where I got such dainty little ankles. I can't really keep cowboy boots on my feet. I just like the lace. I like the kind of hybrid between a work boot and a Western boot is kind of the idea with the drifters. When you're going to a rodeo, you got to wear some real cowboy boots. And I just haven't had a pair for a really long time. And so I got myself a boot, and I got my brother a boot because both of us are in need of a cowboy boot. So if you don't know who Chisos is, they make, in my opinion, as far as I've seen, the highest quality cowboy boots that money can buy. I have yet to see a good argument against it. This was the first one we cut apart. You can see there's some synthetics in there and all, but like for the most part, it's about as high quality of a cowboy boot as you can get. But they even went further because this was in 2022 is when we reviewed that. 2024 this year we reviewed them again, and they've improved them even further. They've added more leather to the inside. Love it. They got, I don't have the insole in here, but that part of what makes these boots so popular is they're designed to fit a big old squishy, comfy insole in. And I don't know how other boots haven't done that. So not only are because their whole slogan is damn comfy cowboy boots. And so they've fixed one of the big problems with cowboy boots being pretty hard underfoot and kind of uncomfortable by just designing them to fit an insole. And they're arguably the highest quality cowboy boots that money can buy. So when it came to me getting a pair of cowboy boots, I'm going to go with Chisos. And yeah, just look at it. It's good in there. All leather, a little cork in there, nice shank, good leathers. And I've wanted a pair forever. I just haven't got around to getting them. And let me just give you the quick rundown of Chisos. Let me see their about page. A true small business. Howdy, I'm Will, founder of Chisos. No big shot investors, just a hardworking team, a little luck, and a community passionate about craftsmanship. You probably also believe that quality work still matters, that doing the right thing is non-negotiable, and that we should be good stewards of what we've been given. Those principles form the foundation of Chisos, and we've learned that the people who own a pair of our boots believe in those values too. Glad you're here. And they've got some more write-up stuff. Texas loud, Texas proud, do right, love Texas, people first, ethically made, sustainable. So clearly a very Texas brand. I love some Texas branding, a lot of Texan pride. And I've talked to Will on several occasions. Solid dude. He's on Kill Tony, which made me like, oh hell yeah, like Will from Chisos. I know that guy. And he's a solid dude. Every bit that we've worked with Chisos has been really good. And so it seems very much like. So it seems like Will actually backs that up, because sometimes you see these business owners are like, we love you, and they're just the worst. Will's actually a good dude. So what are these scratches and dents that we're talking about for our 30% off scratch and dent sale? Well, a lot of people are concerned, are they as strong? Are they still covered by the warranty? They're basically the exact same harnesses and products. They just have small cosmetic flaws that are most of the time just inherent to leather, because it's the skin of an animal. And this hide that we have here is called a side. And what they mean by side is it's literally the entire side of a cow. So it's like if you split a cow's hide in half down the back and down the belly, they get half the cow. And so right here, this is where the kind of the neck area is, like the lower neck. Up here is the shoulder neck area pivot point. And so right off the bat, you're gonna always have deep wrinkles through the leather, just like sometimes you get on your forehead, they never go away. Same thing with the neck of an animal. And so these are not even flaws, it's just how the leather is, but some people get concerned, oh, it's gotta be flawless, I'm paying all this money. I'm like, I understand that, that's why we save them for scratch and dent, but at the same time, it is leather, it's from an animal, and they're always gonna have inherent flaws, but that's why we do the 30% off. Because even up here, you can see there's a brand right there, and it's not necessarily gonna ruin the structure of the leather. Same thing with like these little barbed wire scars. It's just cosmetic. And so they're still covered by a warranty, still has all the same hardware, everything's still the same, just small cosmetic flaws. Allows us to reduce our waste by a considerable amount, and you get 30% off, so check it out below. What are we unboxing it with? This is for sure my favorite knife that we unbox stuff with. It is so cool. It's a Blade HQ exclusive. It's called the, I already forgot, Live Wire, and it does this. Are you kidding me? And it will pierce your skin. We gave it the hand test, and it passed with flying colors. Went right to my palm. This is so fun. Look at it. These like amber scales. You see all the action on the inside, how it all works. As you pull this up, those springs pull, and then it gets it right over that tooth, shink, and out it goes. If you want one of these, check them out below. Blade HQ has been really cool in sending us a bunch of knives from time to time, because we're unboxing stuff anyway, so we might as well show you some cool knives and show you some cool exclusive stuff from some of the cool knife brands that we know. Tactile Turn, Tactile Knives, Blade HQ. We need to get Leatherman to sponsor. I love Leathermans. I've had a Leatherman my whole life. Howdy Weston, thank you again for your support. Hope you love your new boots. Chris, thank you, Chris. I save all these. I think they're so fun. Like the little notes, little koozie. Got some stickers in there. I like their logo. It's very clean, classy. Do right, love Texas. I love that. It's so fun. You become part of the ethos of pride and stewardship when you pull on your Chisos boots. The Chisos Mountains form Texas' most profound landmark. There's just something about Chisos, a site of spiritual renewal for native and travelers alike. That enhancing namesake guides our small business. Each order supports Texas land conservation. We're thoughtful about leather sourcing, and our community believes that doing the right thing is non-negotiable. When you see someone wearing Chisos, you know what they stand for. It's cool. Have the boots. Wow, these fit perfectly in the box. Can you even see that? That is a precise fit. Oh, there's 2 boxes. You get a double unboxing. Lucky bastards. Want a different knife this time? We talked about tactile knives. They've got pretty nice knives too. Sure, give me an excuse to get into knives. I won't say no. I'll for sure lose all of them like I've done my whole life. I've probably lost $3,000 in knives in my life, at least. One day I'd like to design a knife. I got some ideas. Okay, what do we got? We got a big boys pair of boots here. This is from the little big bro. 14 double E for the boy. But for me, 10.5. I left all the good nutrients in the womb for him. So, what is it? Number 2 in Black Magic. Let's look it up real quick. The number 2 in Black Magic costs, I thought it was $900. I was like, whoa, that's not right. Costs $595. The Chisos number 2. I believe number 2 stands for the actual toe shape. They say the strength of the number 2 lies in its details. The heritage leather hides scuffs and develops handsome patina over time. The refined square toe is subtle and unique, and the stitching is a nod to the petroglyphs in Big Bend National Park. Yes, meet the Chisos number 2, the most popular Chisos boot ever designed. Durable and comfortable. Dress it up or down, moving comfortably between the ranch and city. The number 2 is a true all-around boot. That's the point, right? Like, it's their more versatile one. That's why I bought it, because I don't like the really pointy toes. I don't like the really pointy toes just generally. It just looks a little too witchy for my personal taste. I was raised in cowboy boots, so I get it. I just like a little bit of width in there. I like the look. I like how it feels. I don't like my toes squished. So I had to go with the number 2. And what color? I already told you, but let's unbox them. That's what we gotta do. Put the aerial sound as our reveal sound. I've never seen them in black. We've only ever seen like the hand-dyed brown. Should I close my eyes? Ooh, that looks good. Wow, I actually really like this leather. It's really pebbled. I thought it was gonna be more like this, like the hand-dyed, smooth kind of leather, that hand-dyed, like the handmade look. I like this. And of course, you gotta black it out. You gotta have black sole, black everything. If you're gonna have a black boot, if you're gonna be the bad guy, can't have any colors except for red. You gotta have a little red in there. That's a nice looking boot. See that square toe? Love it. Test a boot on a rug. Wear your boots on carpet or soft rug to test the fit. Scuff them and you keep them. That's funny. Nice fit guide. That thump. As you first pull on the new boots, you should feel resistance until your heel slips in position. Satisfying thump sound. That's that same thump I love with the Pacific Northwest boots. And honestly, it's because they're built like a Pacific Northwest boot. Handshake snug. Your boots should fit snug across the top of your foot. Snug but not uncomfortable. This part will stretch a little bit. Heel slip. You're gonna have heel slip. That's just how it is. 1/2 inch. Toe box. Should feel comfortably. This area will not stretch. If your toes are cramped, go half a size up. Pretty easy. And let's try them on and I'll tell you my sizing, because I've got 10.5 in the regular and I went 10.5 wide. I went double E because I don't like my toes squished at all, especially in cowboy boots that are notoriously narrow. So I thought it'd be a nice little sizing point of information, because I've got the 10.5 in the D and the 10.5 in double E. So let's try them on. Should we see how big these big old boys are? My little brother has so many nice boots, and I'm like, you have nicer boots than the vast majority of people. You should post about them, talk about them. He's like, not everyone wants to make boots their entire life. I'm like, good point. That's a big old boot. It's so funny. Look at that. It's a big boy. They look good though, I'll tell you what. Okay, let's try them on, see what's what. Okay, I've got the 10.5 D, and they fit pretty well. You know, I really wasn't that bugged by them. I'm not gonna wear cowboy boots all day, every day. So I was like, I might want a little bit more roomy fit, because I'm not gonna have these broken in for a while. So if I'm gonna wear them mostly unbroken in, I might as well be comfortable. So let's do left foot, black, double E. It's hard to tell. Right foot, 10.5 D. What am I wearing? Safaris, Russell moccasins. These are basically the premium version of my limbs that I always end up slipping on because they're just comfortable, they're easy to wear. Both mock toes. I end up in these a lot because of how comfortable they are, and I keep them untied like that. I just slip them babies on, and they stay on pretty well. Love them. Okay, let's do the D width first. There's that thud. Now for the double E. Ooh, definitely less of a thump. Oh, I should have gone with the D's. Yep, I should have gone with the D's. Quick sizing update after the initial impressions. I had my brother try them on, and we tried a couple different boots on and really determined how I would recommend sizing. Always refer to Chisos' sizing, because if you're gonna be upset at somebody for screwing up the sizing, I'd rather have it be them than me. So do both. Compare and contrast, make your own decision. But what I personally would recommend is using your Brannock size. So this is that Brannock you see at any shoe store. We also have a video, I'll link it below, to where you can size yourself with just a paper and pen. But you take that Brannock measurement and size. So I'm a 10D on the Brannock, and I ordered a 10.5 double E, but I should have gone with a 10.5 D. So what that means for the sizing recommendations is I would take your Brannock size, go up half a size, and stay true to your width. And that was perfect. That was perfect for me. Obviously, I've got a little bit more narrow feet. As for my brother, his Brannock size is a 13D, and we went with a 14 double E, and it was just too big. You know, we were trying to figure it out, and there wasn't a lot of sizes in stock, and that was the closest one, was a 14 double E. What we should have gone with for him was probably a 13 double E, because, you know, like obviously on my Brannock recommendation, I said go up half a size. Well, they don't do half sizes from 13, 14, and 15. And so rather than going to a 14D where it's gonna get really long, you might have too much room, I would just take your Brannock size and just go up a width. So if you're like my brother and you're 13D on the Brannock, go with 13 double E. You still could try the 14D, but I feel like the 13 double E is gonna be the sweet spot for those in-between sizes. And obviously if you're a 13.5, you just go up half a size like the previous recommendations, because you're on a half size moving to a full size. So when it all comes down to it, my personal recommendation is go half a size up from your Brannock size and true to your Brannock width. Unless you can't go up half a size because you're in the bigger sizes, then I would go true to your Brannock size and up a width. But actually, you know, something cool we did was they still work for my little brother because they're pretty close. So all we did was throw a little boot breaker insole in there, take up just a little bit of room, snug the boot up, and it fits them pretty well now. So that's another, if you need a little extra volume taken up in your boots or shoes, grab a little boot breaker. We'll put links below. And as for the actual sizing recommendations from Chisos, what they say is Chisos boots fit true to size according to US shoe standards. Simply order the size that you wear most often. So for me, in shoes, I wear a 10.5. So it lines up perfectly. The other thing they say is generally boots will match the same size you wear in other leather footwear, or a half size smaller than your athletic shoes. If you normally waver between 2 sizes, select the smaller size. So that's why I'm saying if you can't go up to a half a size because you're a 13, just go with a 13 and maybe get a little bit wider width. And that's pretty much it. Pretty simple, straight to the point. That's how I'd recommend it. Check out Chisos sizing. Don't get mad at me if you screw it up. That's just my personal recommendation. So I'm trying to give you guys some information, round out the information that you can see on their website. Okay, after we went through our sizing, I reached out to Chisos and was like, all right, what's your sizing recommendation based off of the Brannock? And they recommend going true to Brannock. So if you want more of a tighter fit, more what Chisos recommends, just go to true to your Brannock and true to your width. If you like a little bit extra wiggle room like me, or you just like to have a little bit looser fitting boots, maybe go up half a size, but Chisos recommends true to size. Look at them, they look so good. Nice. Oh, they look good. I love an all black boot like this, and it's simple design too. And I like the stitching pattern. It's not all paisleys. It's a little bit different compared to most cowboy boots. I like the toe bug, kind of traditional, but has like kind of Texas, Arizona, Nazca line kind of feel to it. I think that's it. So if you want a pair of Chisos, check them out below. We'll put links to the other 2 Chisos cut in half videos that I've done. And thank you guys for watching these. It's cool to be able just to do some of the fun sides of running this business, which is getting in really cool boots and shoes and actually be able just to talk about them from a fun point of view instead of having to review them and optimize things. And it's just, this is a really fun part of the business and what we're doing here. So I appreciate you guys supporting these and watching them. And all these brands that support us, I appreciate you guys supporting them, and shout out to Chisos and everyone else. So thank you guys. See ya.